Hi and welcome to the first drawing of the day. Feel free to grab your sketchbook and let's warm up for the day and draw together. Still a bit shaky. But yeah, I like to start my day with a face, drawing a face to boost my confidence a bit. Also, I just really enjoy drawing faces, as you know maybe from my other videos. Nothing bad about that, to start the day with drawing a face. I also spoke about that in my last video about challenging yourself, that you should challenge yourself from time to time. And that's what I do right now, because I can't erase, I have to pre-think a lot. There's a lot of different ways to approach a face, and you should find what method you like the most. The great thing about Ready Brush Pen is you are way faster because you can't erase. Of course you have the high risk of messing your drawing up or like really failing fast and failing a lot. But I believe that enables you to learn much faster. And yeah, everyone needs to learn. No one's perfect. And if you think you're good, or you're good enough, you will not grow anymore. What is interesting about doing art if you feel you know everything or you're so good, like it's so boring. And if a lot of people tell you you are really good, try to stay humble as best as possible to maintain your path of growing. Try to relax and be calm, because we want to warm up here for more complicated drawings, and we want to get our hand-eye coordination ready to more complex stuff. Also, when you draw a face, always think about the darkest areas. This is also the first step of mastering your value structure. So think about, there are always the same patterns in the face, always the darkest areas. Eyelids, the pupils, the eyebrows, the mouth, contact shadow, nostrils, under the chin. Then the hair depends, of course, like what is your medium. But when someone has super dark hair, of course, it also is very dark and has very little reflections in there. Hair is actually really easy. You only have to follow the flow of the hair and make sure that the mass of the hair in terms of shape is not a ugly shape. Like, try to think really about an interesting silhouette, like if you would draw it as a simple shape, as a single shape actually, standing. So what I always do, thinking about where I can place the head or another head to make a nice composition for myself, practicing it also, placing things to make a nice page. So now trying something from below, like basically camera is below the face, so we see more of the lower planes. When you do that, make sure to think about again the box principle, like how many planes do you see, and how does it make the face look more interesting. And don't rush anything. Again, it's really up to you how much time you want to spend. You can draw slow. I like to draw actually really slow because I then really focus on what I do. But sometimes speed helps also to get loose. It is easy to overthink a lot, and I'm the same. I think a lot, but sometimes it's just about doing the stuff and less about what comes out. So we can also use the super dry brush pen right now to make cast shadows. And it's the same as you would paint it. Think about bounce light, think about core shadow. What is the form you are drawing? It's the same principle. Think about where the light source is coming from. If you shade your drawing or use a brush pen as I do here, just think about the direction of the light. Where's the light hitting the object? darken the other spots here. You can also fix stuff. Just started using brush pen a couple months ago, like really on a daily basis, and it probably will take me, hopefully, a lot of years to master that medium. So I have a lot of fun learning it. Otherwise life would be boring if you would master everything super quick. Like, where's the fun of learning stuff? what is really important that we understand the principle of form change equals value change. So when the form is changing, the value is changing because we have a plane change in there. Cool thing now is we can push by going a bit more over the form, but we need to be careful because we can't erase anything. So again, it's like painting. It's like drawing with grayscale or painting with a grayscale in Photoshop, or drawing with Copic markers. It's all the same principle. That's why your medium actually doesn't matter. You can learn all those basic principles with every medium. If you have any questions so far, please let me know in the comments below, okay? Also, if you feel that you lose a bit patience on a drawing, just take a break. Because when you lose patience, it can happen that you don't take care so much about the drawing. And we want to improve, right? We want to work on ourselves. It is necessary that we try to push ourselves. I mean, everyone has these days where you just want to doodle around. It's also totally fine. Nothing bad about that. But if you want to focus on making a really nice drawing just to improve your skill, let's have fun with the hair. So let's again go for something a little bit darker now. Let's push the blacks, and then we use again the dry brush for halftones, etc. And please do me a favor, if you're so far into the video and you think you enjoyed the video or you could draw, just give it a thumbs up. That already helps to support the channel. Also, when you draw the hair, like every little bunch of hairs, like think about hair consists out of single hairs, right? And if you draw someone who has a lot of hair, they are basically bunching together and they create those interesting shapes. So rather think about single hair, think about how the hair behaves and becomes a interesting shape, and then put that on top. start to like the process of using the dry brush and the brush pen afterwards. Feels like I have a little bit more control of everything. Again, not so experienced with brush pen as a rendering tool, so sometimes I overdo it, but it's a part of the learning process. I'm just imagining I'm painting with the brush pen, so to speak. Okay, let's go back in there and then maybe let's add a little bit of more midtones, maybe, if we can. Alright, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this draw along session with me. Please make sure to hit the thumbs button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Otherwise, I wish you all a wonderful day. Take care and see you soon in the next video. Ciao, ciao.